Hey guys, Jeremy here with Simple Life. One of the big projects we want to do this summer is clear out a whole bunch of dead trees on our property, and so far I've probably cut down about 40 of them, and I have at least another 80 or 100 to go. What we've been doing is just making piles of trees in different locations as I cut them down, unsightly piles like this. And there's a spot in the back 40 where I'm just going to take them, make a big huge pile, and let them decompose. However, it is taking a lot of work loading all those trees onto the trailer, driving them out there, and then unloading. So I went and picked up something that I think should be useful. I got a skid steer grapple bucket. Well, I believe this one is brand new, but I did buy it on Marketplace, and I got it for 1,800 Canadian pesos. I'll put the amount of the screen, which is the American equivalent. Now, I've seen a couple of videos about guys that have bought these, and this isn't like a branded one. I mean, if I were to get a Bobcat one, I saw one used for like 6,000 bucks. So this is a Chinese made one. The steel seems decent thickness. My only concern is the actual quality of the steel itself. So the idea behind this bucket is that you can pick up rocks, larger rocks or branches. The dirt will fall out and only the big stuff gets carried away. This has two cylinders, so independent fingers that come down. And from what I understand, the way they're supposed to work is they're independent of each other. So if you had something that was much bigger at this side, this one would clamp, this one would continue to come down. That way you can get a good grip on the entire load that you're trying to transport. So I'm excited to get this unloaded and see how it works. Now, the guy I bought this off of, he actually bought it for a mini skid steer, but it was too heavy for him. So he put it up for sale, and we'll see if it was worth it. Time to fire up old Crusty. This is Crusty. Crusty has a pretty bad leak in the brake cylinder, the master brake cylinder, so every time I use it, I have to add brake fluid. Yep, bone dry. Crusty also doesn't hold a charge, so we keep a little battery maintainer on it. But other than that, Crusty is great. Need to pump the brakes quite a few times. Don't. Nothing yet. There we go, starting to feel it now. Good job, Crusty. I want to try and get the one fork under it first. See if I can get it lifted up. Might have to do something about these hoses. We'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something with these. I love the way they're set up, but I think that is definitely going to save a lot of time. Some of these still need to be cut down a bit, and then out here what I'm going to do is actually stack piles of logs, and that way I'll come grab a pile, kind of organize it a bit. But at least I'm not hauling it out here. What I was thinking about doing is trying to get a trailer in here, but this ground is so uneven. And we want to kind of get all these dead trees out of here and then level out the ground, cut the grass, and turn this into like a sort of like a little park area. A little picnic table, put a little bonfire in back here. So stuff like this, I'm gonna have to chop it up, pile it, and then I'll come in here and pick it all up. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've probably cut down maybe close to 100 trees already, so I'm gonna see how well this does at keeping this until we drive across to the other pile. Man, it is a gorgeous evening out here. Oh, I already see a little leak. Hopefully that's just a fitting that needs to be tightened. So this fitting is leaking. Hopefully it's just not tight enough. It's not a good sign. It is missing the brass washer. See, this one's got washer there, washer there. This one's missing it on the bottom. That's the only one. So there's our first thing. I have to find some of those. Yeah, all the other fittings have them. Well, bronze, copper, I think it's bronze. Crush washer. It's missing there, so I'm gonna have to do that. A few other things I can tell right off the bat. Actually, when I was looking at this ad, some things I knew I'm going to be doing right away. One of them is that the end of this cylinder, it can slide back and forth on here. And there is like a bearing in there. But I want to make some spacers that'll go here to here just to kind of keep this centered better. And then also for here, just so it has less room to rattle around. I'm getting eaten alive out here. But yeah, that was something that I noticed in the pictures on Facebook that I'm going to end up fixing. That doesn't look like it's torqued properly. So I should actually fully go through this thing. Maybe hit it with some grease, make sure it's all greased properly, but I think it's decent. I'll show you the plate on here. It's a rock grapple bucket, 72 inch, weighs 668 pounds. It's made in November of 2024. So I guess we'll see how the steel holds up. But that's really my only main concern with this thing, is if the steel is poor quality. That's probably the average type of work I'm going to be doing with this thing. It's not like I've got big, heavy trees. I mean, most of the trees I'm dealing with are poplar. And I would say a large diameter would be like 10, 12 inches. So this thing should have no problem as far as the weight goes and stuff, but it'll be fun. There's also a whole bunch of cleanup behind the shop. Like massive amount here. This is actually embarrassing. This has just been a dumping ground for years when people have been done with wood. Rather than put it away properly. They just dump it here. So I'm just going to come in here, grab it, haul it away, and out past the barn that way is an area that we never see from our house. And it's not farmed, no animals there. And so I'm just going to let it all decompose there. I've got a nice little, kind of a little nook in the trees where I'm going to pile all this. So that thing should make fairly quick work of this. The longest time is going to be the driving it around, unless I always could just put it onto a trailer, load the trailer up, drive the trailer out there, and then unload it with the grapple bucket. But I'm pretty excited to finally get a grapple bucket, and hopefully it lasts a while. Initial impressions: I've never used a grapple bucket before, but it did exactly what I wanted it to do. And like I say, if that steel is decent quality, I think this thing should last plenty. It's, you know, it's thick enough. I'd see each one of those ribs is at least 1/4 inch. And some of the ones in the actual claws are like 3/8. Like, to me, that is pretty handy. All the work you can do with a bobcat and a grapple. Anyways, I'm going to see if I can find a place that would have those bronze crush washers. And then maybe tomorrow morning I'll go pick it up. It is like 8:40 here. I'm going to pack it in. But anyways, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.